be careful with that thing. You're like whipping
That
around.
was that oil one. That one guy.
Hey everybody. Chaos at the De Leon Zoo.
Dad, where did
So
that one at?
plans changed tonight. My original guest tonight was Tyler's toxic balls, but Tyler got his wisdom removed today. They removed his wisdom teeth, and he called me via video chat because that's what he does with this fucking thing over his face. It's pretty funny. So yeah, so he didn't make it, and luckily someone said they were going to jump on and hang out. So we're going to do round 2 with Mr. Jerome of No Limit Royals. Hey, buddy. Oh, man. I finally get to relax today.
There you go.
Oh, the operation pool is done. It's crazy, man. Just trying to get everything situated for. I just want to get like my property set, so I could just yell at my kids and be in the backyard.
Drink a beer in the backyard and yell at your kids.
Oh gosh! Actually, the last alcoholic beverage I had was probably about almost a month ago. Was in Arlington. I just yeah. I haven't drank. I don't typically drink, but you know, when Miguel's handing you a beer and telling you to drink it, you're a stronger man than me.
I had to hold true, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I feel good. I shaved my head. Finally feeling better. Still coughing up a freaking storm.
You're sounding a lot better.
Oh, thank God. It's 2 weeks today. 2 weeks of being sick. But, you know, we had to lug through it. This week has been nuts. You know, between getting like 2 yards of soil and getting the garden ready and getting the pool level to set up the pool. And then today, you know, everything with this COVID shit, you know, it's like the weirdest stuff is getting price gouged, you know? So, the pool hose is $6 a foot at Home Depot.
It was like $1.50 2 years ago.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the hell? So it was actually cheaper for me to plumb out the pump for the pool with PVC than to use fucking pool hose. Can you grab my candy? I didn't have my little treat. I don't know, the one that's open up there. But holy cow, man, you're pretty busy over there with clutches. It seems like every day you're pulling eggs.
I'm trying. Shoot. Like I said, 20 landed today. Number 20 landed today. So
I hope I hit that this year.
Yeah, I have 8 more for sure with eggs. I ultrasounded a couple weeks ago. So
nice. That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm still hoping for that 50 mark.
Those ones are open on the top of the Xbox. 50 mark? That's this year you're gonna hit 50?
I'm trying.
Holy cow. I'm hoping to hit 30, but I don't feel like, I don't know. They're playing with my emotions. It's like they look like they're gonna lay, and then they go into shed, and I'm like, oh, I guess I missed it. I'm like, all right, I guess we're waiting another month. I got 2 girls that I'm expecting, but I'm already overwhelmed with animals. How is that possible? I don't know. Yeah, I'm already like, the 34 boas is crazy, and boas are so different than ball pythons. They're psycho. It's the best way to put them. They are. I was actually on a video chat with young Tyler, and I was showing him, you know, the boa litter, and I had 2 bins with 8, and then 2 bins with 9, and I open it up. I'm showing the video, and all of a sudden, all of them decided I'm getting the fuck out of here. So all of them went all different directions. Me and Junior are trying to get these damn things into the bin. We can't get them into the bin. It was crazy. It was like 4 minutes of like chaos, because as soon as you dropped into the 6 court, they were running all out. So it was, we had snakes falling off the table. I'm freaking out. The fucking cat's loose. I'm like, oh, it was nuts. My wife comes in, starts joking around, talking shit, and then I freaking went nuts because I'm like, no, wrong time. It was so crazy.
There's a time for jokes. There's a time not for jokes.
Oh my God. And then to make matters even more, I was like, okay, well, I have this like 56 quart Starlight tub. It's pretty much a tall 28 quart. I thought we were safe. I put all the snakes in there, and then we had to put water bottles on top because they were pushing their way out. What's up, Greg? Bad Blood, Morphic Exotics, Wonder Woman Exotics. Yeah, it was. Oh, and Jen. Hey, Jen. It was freaking nuts. And then, while I'm trying to put them in these little containers, these little fuckers are biting you.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're nippy.
Oh my God, they're crazy. Make sure you close that door and don't have that TV blasting, young man. Yeah, it was. What a drastic change from like lazy ball pythons, you know?
Yeah, they're just curled up, all bunched together in a ball, you know, one big group, and you can just kind of pull them apart, whatever. But you'll get one that's like snippy in a ball python clutch every now and then, not even all the time, you know?
Yeah, knock on wood, this year with the 2 clutches, I didn't get any yet. The hatch so far.
Number three is gonna be nippy.
I know. That's June 11th, right? June. It's already June. I can't believe it's already June. It's gonna be June.
Yeah, I got 2 more clutches I'm cutting next weekend.
Oh my God, the excitement!
Hopefully some more. Hopefully some more GHI hypos, GHI Mojave hypos.
Yeah, dude, that picture you sent today was crazy.
I have 2 of those sitting in there. I can't wait for them to come out and see what they are, male or female.
Oh, I can't. I produced in 2019. I produced GHI head hypo, so I'm excited to put something to that. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go black pastel, orange ghost to it.
Nice.
I think so. I like the way the black pastel and GHI looks, just because it reduces the pattern a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The GHI and cinnamon. I saw one of those GHI cinnamon hypo. I saw one of those and I was like, I'm gonna definitely do that.
Yeah, there's something about black pastel and hypo. I mean, I have 2 males that are black pastel fire, orange ghost, so they can be a candidate. But I mean, she's only like she's an eater, but she poops out all of her weight. You know, she's one of those snakes that never misses a meal, but doesn't pack on the pounds either.
Gotcha.
Bad Blood Reptiles got his first clutch.
Congratulations.
Which is exciting because the guy had so many snakes. I've been going back and forth to this guy for years, but he was in a rough situation and I want to say, what fucking state? Arizona. He was in Arizona, and the guy's from Alaska. He went from one extreme to another.
Right.
And something happened, and he packed his shit up, and he moved back to Alaska, and he sold off all of his snakes. Like every time I talked to him, he would flip them, you know.
You gotta kind of be steady in a spot to really get into it and do it, I think.
Yeah, that's the one thing. I have seller's remorse. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just you don't get the money you'll get out of breeding them.
Yeah.
So
I know this year I plan on selling most of them this year, most of my babies. Just need to do upgrades, racks, ultrasounds, that kind of thing. So upgrade some genetics. So I'm not holding back too much.
Antoine is your what's it called guy, right? He comes by with his ultrasound and.
No, he was going to. He hasn't been up to Fresno lately. But Jimmy Cruz from Ball Life.
Okay.
He's the one I borrowed his a while ago, and then I have another buddy right up the road, like 5 miles up the road. He does a lot of retics. Scott Bolter is his, but he let me borrow his ultrasound too. So he said I could borrow his whenever, but I'd rather just own my own than worry about something accidentally falls over or something, and then you have to buy somebody an ultrasound.
Yeah. Oh, I that's why I had to buy a display. I borrowed a display from Vinnie Meyer, and it started snowing. And when I was carrying the case with the 3 displays in it, I slipped, smashed my head on a giant flower pot in front of my house, and then smashed my face with the display. And then everything was all good. I was like, yes, nothing broke. I was like, this is fucking perfect. And then at the expo, I went to flip open the latch, and the latch broke on the display. I was like, So I ended up having to buy him a new one. Nice. And then I was like, well, now I have one with a broken latch. And the guy that made them was like, oh, well, I'll make you 2 more, and I'll fix this one. So he ended up fixing it. So now I have a full display,
set.
Which is
nice.
Yeah, because I mean, I've been for all these years I've been getting away with, like, I have it's 6 across, so I have 18 spots for geckos, and then 12 spots for ball pythons, and now I'm like, I need more. Now I'm like finally ready where I think I'm going to graduate to 2 tables.
There you go.
Once expos happen, I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's on my list too, is getting a set of displays. I have one I bought off a local guy. It worked. I've done one little show with it. Then I did deli cups on the side for the bigger snakes that I took. I was trying to get rid of some breeder males, just stuff I wasn't using at all. Like, I wouldn't even, as a backup, I wasn't going to use them, So I was doing some deals on those. But other than that, yeah, if I'm going to go do a show, like a bigger show or a nice show, I will definitely need some displays. So that's on the list of to buy this year.
Yeah, so this is like a rebuild year for you, pretty much.
It's an actual just a build. I mean, this is actually just my 2nd year breeding. So this is my get it all going year.
Yeah, get your feet wet. Do you have other banners, or you have just that one?
I just have this one right now. I'm trying to decide how I want to do it. I have some ideas on how I want to do the displays. I forget what they like, the foam displays like we saw in Arlington, the couple of booths that had just the flat back, just the flat display. The one I don't know if you remember, but instead of turning down like to go to Freedom Breeder, if you'd have went straight to the end, it was on the right hand side. They actually had their table right up against it. That's the style I'm looking to do, I think. So it's not like a pop-up or like the big banner or anything. It's actually like a big foam display that unfolds.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if you remember seeing it or not.
No, I don't. I see the cloth, and because like this one I use is vinyl, and it's cool, but it ends up ripping, over time of like unlocking, opening and closing it. But like the Bob Vu Step Brothers one,
Yeah.
that banner looked so awesome. Eventually, I think it's also just, it looks like that thing you can like just put it in a bin, because it's stretchy.
It's
So
it's solid, I'm sure he has a big tube for it. He rolls it up and just puts it in like a big photo tube, and does it that way. But
yeah, maybe I should get that for this then.
that would work. If what you do for that, like that style right there, get a clean piece of PVC, like a 4-inch PVC pipe, and then you roll it on that, and that keeps it sturdy. And then you put it in a tube, like Uline sells the big photo tubes that you can buy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be easier to. I have it in the box that I got the banner in, and we just lug that shit around.
Yeah, that tube will be easier. It's a little bit tougher, lasts a little longer.
Yeah.
But the PVC pipe will help you roll it, so it just rolls smooth, and on and off, and it won't wrinkle and bend and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I got to start doing shows again. I mean, I have the one show that's 4 times a year, but White Plains doesn't look like it's happening, and then Saratoga, New York, that show just got pushed to September. But now we're about to pick up another show, which is 5 hours away.
Is that Rhode Island?
I heard Rhode Island's a good show too.
I know Corey Gonzalez. He's doing one in Rhode Island.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I follow him on Facebook and stuff. So he said he was going to start one up in Rhode Island.
I definitely would. Can't count on New York. I mean, it's starting to open up, but I just don't, just don't know. It's almost like they're gonna take it all away. We're all gonna be locked in our houses. It's so weird going into stores without a mask. So they lifted it. If you're vaccinated, you don't need a mask in New York.
Yeah.
And I was already called an asshole like multiple times.
Smile and wave at them.
Yeah, I just laugh. Someone like literally was like, "Look at this asshole." I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" I waved at him and smiled.
Oh, me? Yeah. You met me. Hi.
Like what? I'm fucking vaccinated, So I took the shot and I felt like shit, and now I'm feel good, and
give me my freedom. I went through the BS. Give me my freedom.
Oh yeah. It's just funny, and then you don't realize that certain stores didn't lift it. So like you walk into a store and you're like looking around for people to see if anyone's got their mask off. But
I pretty much walk in, and if they tell me to put a mask, I always have one in my back pocket. I'll go in without a mask, and I'll just if they give me hell, I'll be like, oh, it's right here, whatever. But yeah, I just walk in and see. Most mom and pop places they're not doing masks around here, but everything else is still on this weird, mask Nazi kick.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was almost weird that the gas station I go to, no one wears masks for like months. Like, and it's funny when you go in there, because I go in and I'll be like, oh fuck, that's right, no one wears a mask in this gas station. And then you'll be online, and then like people will be behind you with their mask on, and it's like so funny because you're like, yeah, they don't give a fuck here, so I don't give a fuck either.
As long as we're equally not caring, that's what's good.
Junior, Naruto's on the leashy tank. Thank you, bud. Fucking cat. Yeah, lock his ass up. Lock him in the kitchen. We put a door in our kitchen so we can lock the cat in the kitchen. Something happened at 8 o'clock, man. He's just like, the nocturnal mindset kicks in, and he like climbs on top of my lychee tanks, and I'm like, yeah, fuck you, cat. Like, you're not hurting my lychees. Unless you want to be turning
Unless
to
you want to get
Chinese.
her damn self.
Beer stores have here are no mask here. This is a guy that teaches the
Yes.
younger youth.
Unfortunately. That's why teacher unions are bad right there.
Oh yeah, look at that. Beer stores here are no mask here. Well, I guess that is kind of English.
There should be. Well, he doesn't teach English, I don't believe, so.
Thank God. Thank God. He teaches wrestling, but they don't have a wrestling team.
Well, it's that's how you get paid for doing nothing.
Oh, I bet I can't wait till like everything like Junior goes to school 2 days on, 2 days off. It's the most annoying fucking thing. Drives me nuts, especially now that he's doing sports. So now that wrestling started. So if his days remote land on a wrestling practice day, then my ass has to drive him. And then certain days, which is weird, that if they have after school sports, how do they not have busing home on the day on like every day? So certain days I have to go drop him off and pick him up. But whatever, I'll take it. At least he's doing sports, So 50 clutches.
Is he getting his grades back up?
I think so. I mean, yeah, I felt bad. I had like a guilty parent moment because my wife's like, Junior's in the bathroom crying, and I'm like, why? It's like, you just can't figure out this math work, and like the easiest part of algebra is you just got to read it out loud. Like if you read it in your head, it's confusing. You confuse yourself. And I sat right next to him and I literally read the questions to him, and he got every question right. I'm like, it's that easy. And if you have an issue, let's do it.
Yeah. Don't feel like you can't ask for help, or don't feel like you can't do it either. So
he wants to hang out with his friends and he wants to do all this stuff, and I'm like, well, right now you're just doing sports, until you get your shit together. If I can't trust him, I'm like, that's what I tell him. Like, if I can't trust you, then how am I going to let you out? I gotta be confident that everything I teach you will be done. Because kids are crazy. Like with the fucking bicycles, like our this city that I live in, it's like the kids have fucking death wishes. Like you've seen on video chats the road I live on. It's crazy, dude. These kids are doing wheelies down the road on the opposite side of traffic. There's fucking 18-wheelers that go 60 miles per hour in front of my house. I'm like,
yeah, but think about what you were doing as a kid.
I wasn't going against cars. I was grabbing onto cars on a skateboard or rollerblades.
You'd have been grabbing the 18-wheeler as it's flying by you.
I tried that when I was younger, but I never was able to work it out. Because it's like that bumper is so perfect.
I just think about that. Like, parents freak out that their kids are 2 doors down nowadays. And I'm like, my mom would let me take off on a Saturday morning at 8 in the morning. And as long as I was home by dark Saturday night, everything was okay.
Yeah.
There was, that would not happen today.
No, not at all. I mean, it's kind of good. I mean, in the aspect where my kids aren't doing what I was doing. Like Junior, I joke with him. I'm like, 12-year-old me would kick your ass. So, oh my God. So next week, we'll be doing another fundraiser. I don't know if you caught wind of Rodriguez Reptiles.
Yeah.
With their son, Lucian, it's crazy. He has he's kid's 3 years old battling cancer, and then they had they're battling bills, and financial burden while having a kid fighting for his life is just depressing. I don't understand why. I feel like if a kid gets diagnosed with cancer, automatically the government should just pay for everything. It's so crazy that people can be going through the worst thing that can happen to a parent and then have to worry about money. And then to make matters worse, I believe little man got into the incubator and pulled the probe.
Oh.
Yeah, and the incubator had like all types of eggs in there. Like the guy breeds all types of stuff. And unfortunately everything was lost. So when it rains, it pours,
Yeah. I mean, that all right there could have just been to go to bills, just alone. But
yeah, so Lizard Mom and Beyond contacted me and said, would I be interested in hosting it? And I figured, hell yeah, I'll do it. So we got some donations in, and then today I just my buddy Richie from A&R Geckos is donating a pure lychee.
nice.
And there's so many different animals. I believe there's like iguanas and Euromasics, and I got snakes that are left over that people rejected from the last fundraisers. They were like, just roll it over, and is the next one you do, just put it on there. So we got that. So hopefully we can raise some funds for them, because from what I understand, they're even just having gas money to get the kid to his appointments is
Yeah.
So little boy's going through chemo and radiation and all that crazy stuff.
You know me. Put me in for some shirts, couple shirts, 2, 3 shirts, whatever you want to do, and put me in for a snake to be named.
Cool.
Because I don't have any babies right now, so they're all my first ones are coming out. I've gotten rid of all my other ones, so we'll figure it out. I got a hypo clutch coming out right now. Like I said, next week I have 2 clutches coming out, so we'll figure it out. Whoever the winner is, and we'll discuss it, and we'll work something out.
That's so exciting, man. Year 2 and you already got all this shit going. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. How are your house, your African house snakes doing?
They're good. I'm working. I just saw. I'm trying to get a rack. It's for like colubrids for the babies. There's like no gap between the tub and the top part of the rack for each level. So it's from Reptile Basics. They have it. So it was out of stock for forever, and I just saw that it came back in stock. So I'm gonna get that, and then I'll start breeding. I want to have that first, and then I'll start breeding them and getting them. So.
And what is that? The VE 108 tub?
The VE I-10 or something like that. It's like the I-10 or the I-20.
Oh, that's like one of the old
renamed it. Yeah, it's a new model. They had just renamed it. They said it replaced another one.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting for that one. You tagged me in that Barchak video. So I hit him up and I was like, hey, I'm looking, if you're looking to get rid of some of those, let me know. So we're talking and we're seeing what he's not gonna want, and so I'll probably pick up some more house snakes from him. And
nice.
So thank you, I appreciate that.
Hell yeah. When I saw it, I was like, holy shit, man, there's so many different cool things going on with them.
Yeah, it's finally getting where they're like they've kind of kept them all separate, and I think people now are finally kind of breeding them back and forth to each other and trying to see what can happen that way.
Yeah, because I mean, it's got a lot going between the T positive, T positive, T negative, albino, the what is it, the patternless,
Yeah, the stripe.
Dante.
You have the reds. You have a green one. There's one the Aurora house snake. It's like green and orange. That thing's cool. That's why I want to get a set of those. Is it Olympian Exotics? They have some every now and then. So, but I guess those are a pain to kind of raise and keep up. So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a problem eating hognose, and I'm like ready to just rehome and be done with the cool breed. I'm
These little guys, they eat day-old pinkies, and they take them down like adult ball pythons. I mean, they just grab them and go. It's pretty crazy. They're pretty solid eaters.
Yeah, I was amazed. As soon as I saw the video, I was like, I gotta fucking tag you in this video. I knew that was right up your alley.
Yeah.
Olympian is local to me. I like Olympian. I've been watching his YouTube for a while. I think the story behind him, I'm pretty sure he held back every snake for the first 2 years of breeding. Every single one, males and females. And then that's how he kind of like created this giant collection, That's nuts. So you're looking to get more racks as well?
Yeah, I know. So we have a 20 rack coming, FB20. I went 12 levels high, so it'll be 36 slots. So we have that coming. I mean, it's a 20 week wait, freedom breeder. So, but I want to get 2 more 40 racks, the full size 40 FB40 racks. So.
I didn't know that he was allowed to use the internet. I thought that Jules banned him from the internet.
He said he's writing emails is what he's doing.
Emails or pigeon message via pigeon.
Homing pigeons.
Yeah, it's like so weird. I'm like, where the hell is Nick and Jules? They're hiding out. Yeah,
so it's 2 more racks, and I'll probably get another FB10 rack, 75 slot. So
I saw the FB10 rack that Dave built for Gomez, and that's a cool looking rack. That's a cool tub.
Yeah.
It's very similar to the. It reminds me of the VE11 tub, just is a little bit wider.
Yeah.
I gotta do something about racks. That's gonna be the plan once I sell some of these boas, because at this rate with holdbacks that I'm not gonna sell to Nick of Nivula Exotics, I may luck out and hit a bunch of pies this year that I'm not going to sell to Nick.
That would be terrible.
I know. Holding back snakes for the future of my company. How dare I? I'm waiting. I got 3 pies looking like they're going to be going soon, and I bred the female maker banana desert ghost het pie to it. So that. Pied head desert ghost sounds good to me.
Yeah, that's not a horrible thing to have.
No, because that's how I invested into desert ghost, just buying that visual male. But now I'm like, grow my own.
Yeah,
brand new jeans.
My het pinstripe het DG girls. I'm hoping this week she'll drop. This coming up week, she's looking like she's ready. So, it was a lesser DG to a pinstripe het DG. So, I'm hoping for some visuals.
Oh, and that thing will be super bright.
Yeah. So that's not. I mean, I have him going to lesser DG, going to a hypo, to a clown, to a 4-gene female that I have a calico. What is she? A pinstripe calico fire. Pinstripe calico fire. Pastel female. So I got the lesser GG going to her just to make heads. So
Heck crazy.
Start the head arm.
How many holdbacks are you projecting from this season?
I say none, but I know I'm going to need to. My Sapphire game, I'm doing heads for those, het clown Sapphire, or Sapphire het clowns, Sapphire het pieds, Sapphire het hypos. I'll be keeping those back. And then probably keep some of the clown girls, and then the DG stuff. Because it's just to buy into DG right now is ridiculous. So if I can make it, you know.
Yeah, I hear you there. I mean, I lucked out because the snake I bought, I got it for a great price, and like now a year later, and a year and a half later, like I wouldn't even be able to afford that snake.
No, I can't even tell you what I bought. The pair I got, the DG, the lesser DG breeder male, and the breeder pastel or pinstripe head DG girl. I stole a pair is what I did, but it was, that's the only reason I'm in DG is because I had that availability. Somebody dropped it in my lap.
And it's perfect. You got a visual male, so you can fucking breed it to anything and go crazy with it. Are you breeding it to pie?
Not this year. I didn't have enough pieds. I had some other stuff going on with my pied. So next year I'll put it to a pied.
Yeah, I definitely need more. Definitely. I need more of that. I need more Xanthic. I'm like so hooked on the TSK line.
You doing TSK? I have 2 TSK. I have a male, just regular single gene TSK, and then I have a leopard het TSK female. So I'm letting her grow up, and then I'll pair them.
Oh, that's awesome. I'd love to get leopard.
I have 3 VPI girls, two visual VPI girls, and a het VPI girl. So I have a bamboo het VPI male, and then a bumblebee VPI male.
Oh, nice. Yeah, there's a lot of spider in VPI. I have a TSK.
It's the only time I really like spider, honestly, is in Xanthic.
What about clown?
It's okay. I'm just business-wise, I'd rather put pinstripe in something to get that stripe look. But to sell spider, people, I mean, you see it. You could put the same 2 snakes, add spider to it, and you almost have to drop the price to be able to sell it.
Yeah, I live it, but I like spider, so I don't give a fuck. I mean,
I have a mystic spider male. I'll send you.
So trade for a pied. That's a tempting animal. We'll see what I hatch out this year. I'm like, it's so horrible that I'm breeding het to het for the 2nd year in a row, but it is what it is. You got to play the cards you're dealt.
You have to try it,
Yeah.
And I'm trying for it's a double het VPI pied to a double het VPI pied male. So we'll see what
Going for
happens.
that one out of 16.
You know, maybe I'll hit the little jackpot on that one.
Yeah. You know, if you hit, what ends up happening is you get like, if you wanted a male, you'll get females. If you wanted a female, you'll get a male. You know.
You'll at least hit the visual, but you won't get the whole thing. You won't get the sex and the visual.
Yeah, it just doesn't. I'm afraid this year because last year everything lined up so nice. So everything lined up with one. I needed a male, I got a male. I needed the females, I got the females. So I'm like, Clutch 2 was a shit show. And Clutch 3 better not be because it's het TSK to het TSK. I think.
How many eggs?
Yeah. I think it was 7. 7 or 6.
You'll hit a couple visuals on there at least. Three. I'm saying 3 or 4 visuals.
Oh, that'd be great. One all female.
Yeah, I was last year. I was crazy. I was probably 75% males last year. It was a
Really?
rough year for me getting females last year. Yeah, for my first season, 16 clutches and probably 75% female or male. I mean.
Oh shit! That happened to MH pythons. Like, but I'm pretty sure they said it was like 90% males.
That's even crazy.
And
like,
he sold out like instantly of females. And like he has like the nicest stuff, and you know he works with TSK, and then his pied stuff and his Desert Ghost stuff, and he's got Desert Ghost hypo stuff going on, and fuck man, all males. Yeah, it's crazy. It's weird when you go look at display, and everything is in blue.
Yeah,
literally everything is in blue. You know.
That's about how my display would have looked, you know?
Yeah, the females sell fast.
Yeah.
I have a couple females left.
I mean, I already have the 2 clutches that are in the incubator. People are already like, let me know which ones are females, you know? I want them if they're females, so.
Oh, yeah. I mean.
Yeah. So, nobody says, let me know. Let me know if they're males. You know, nobody hits me up for that one.
I think GHI hypo male. I wouldn't mind having that in the collection.
I know I have so I have the 2 GHI Mojave hypos, and then I have a GHI pastel hypo in there too.
Fuck.
That thing's nice.
Yeah.
That's what the dad was too. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't know. I want to try to get more blackhead. If I get more of like something, I only have the 2.
I have. I'm making blackhead right now. I'm trying to make super blackheads this year.
Nice. They're a great looking animal.
Yeah.
And I bet super blackhead GHI hypo. Fuck.
That's down the road. That'll be next year. I'll put if I get supers. Especially if it's males, I'll put them to a couple of my hypo girls, and then, you know, get the blackhead into the head hypo. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta figure out. I have my blackhead champagne going this year too, so.
Oh, it's gotta be a cool looking snake.
Yeah. He's locked up right now.
Champagne does some funky stuff, man.
Yeah, you have to get the right animal. I have a super inchy champagne too that I've had on Morph Market. Nobody's jumped on it, and I show them like on lives or and whatever. I'll show pictures of them, and everybody's like, "Oh man, that's such a great animal." I'm like, "He's still there for sale. He's not going to be for much longer, but he's still there for sale."
Morph Market is so weird, man. I got a pastel banana double het clown orange ghost that's 800 grams, ready to go to breed. You know, I got it listed for like $375, which is like way below market. You know, nothing. I haven't even gotten one inquiry on that snake.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, I've had that super inchy champagne, and he's ready to go. He's beyond ready to go, and he's just sitting here. I didn't breed him this year.
Oh, there's John Feely in the house.
What's up, John? What's up, Max? I got you if I pop some supers out.
I wonder. I guess Dave doesn't have internet yet. No power still.
Oh yeah, that poor guy. He's just getting shit on and shit on and shit on some more down there. Like, I have a buddy that lives here in California, like lives here with me, and he said when he retires as a teacher, he wants to move to Southeast Texas. But what he wants to do is get a one of those mini homes, and he wants to have it like on a trailer, so that way when all this storm shit hits, he could just hitch up and take off up north, and then let all that shit pass through and then go back down.
Oh my God, it's so crazy. I mean, I honestly, like what you saw in the chat, like I wanted to move to Texas, and now after all this shit that Dave talks about, I'm like,
you just can't move to Southeast Texas, the swamp area.
Yeah, but that's where the gators are
at. You just take a drive, you know. I mean, don't live.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's gonna have to be. Because it's so weird because I don't travel, you know. So like that trip was like, even just like how the roads are set up down there.
Yeah.
So it's designed for flooding. That's why like all the highways are like elevated. I mean, Texas had a lot of cool stuff, but it had a lot of weird stuff too. Like,
yeah, it is its own little country down there. It's great, but it's its own place.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, the drivers are fucking nuts. Like, I've driven in New York City professionally, and in Texas, I mean, I was in that little rental car, a little fucking Honda Elantra, and it's funny how people get off exits because they don't, you know, usually when you merge off an exit, you see the dotted line and you merge, and all them fucking Texans are like the last second before they can go in, they slam right over. So crazy. But the food was good. I definitely liked the food in Texas.
Yeah, everything was that was a great trip overall, you know. It seemed like it lasted forever, just there wasn't a lot of sleep involved, and I'm from 2 hours earlier, so everybody's up, you know, at like 7 in the morning, and it's 5 in the morning my time, you know, and I'm just like, oh, good Lord. But it seemed like it took forever while we were there, but you know, once I got home, I was like, man, I'm back already.
Yeah, it definitely was surreal. It was weird. Like once we got home after that trip, like being home, definitely nuts. But
how'd the kids like it overall?
Oh, they love it. Jenny wants to move to Texas. Jenny is like all about Texas. She'll say, when are we gonna move to Texas? But I don't know, man. I hate winter, but I kind of like I want to experience 4 seasons. You know, like the whole like upstate New York when it gets cold and you're in the mountain area and you get these views, you know, of like just all the different color changing with the leaves and everything.
You get all the changing of the leaves, and then you get winter, and then spring, everything comes back, and you know.
Yeah.
You don't even here where I live. We don't get the 4 seasons. We have fucking 110 degrees in the summer and 30 degrees in the winter, and there's like 2 weeks of spring and fall. You know, it's crazy.
Fucking Dave Harvey. That's what he says about me. Fucking Chino. Super busy dealing with fucking stupid people. We got the nerdy girl in the house.
Oh, great. She's here.
Trouble's here now. And John, where is John in Cali too, or John's in Texas?
He's in Texas. You don't get the seasons in Texas.
No. Well, they did last year, but that was just fucking madness. Dave can't fucking win between hurricanes. Now he's got a tropical storm that's supposed to hit him today or something like that. He posted
wearing flip-flops like he lives in California. I mean, it just
yeah. And
right.
he sounds like he talks like he's a Californian.
He's a Texas cowboy, you know.
Yeah, but he's from what the fucking state is he from? Where it's cold as shit.
Minnesota.
I'm in El Paso. The desert.
Yeah, Chino, move out to West Texas. They just give you free land out there.
Really?
Nobody wants to fucking live there.
I'm torn. I kind of want to check out where Shane moved in Tennessee. Higher elevation. Taxes are tiny. Hunting, you can hunt all year round. I mean, it's just like almost unlimited hunting where you're not on a government schedule like in New York. Yeah, I just move to Texas. We all can be neighbors. Hell yeah. I mean, there's definitely a lot of pros, with Texas.
Aaron's in freaking South Carolina.
Yeah, she's in the palm tree state. Which I didn't know that. I had no idea until one of my old bosses told me.
That's the palm tree state?
Yeah, it's got like a palm tree nickname, South Carolina. Palm tree capital or some shit. I don't know. I mean, another variable is like I like all my plants. So being able to have all these tropical plants outside sounds pretty damn good. Aaron's talking in third person again. How are the hatchlings with eating so far?
For me, they've been pretty good. I have one that's not. Of course, it's my 4-gene bamboo female. But other than that, they're all good. Like I said, I sold all but 2. I have a normal that's I've had to assist feed, and then that 4-gene bamboo. But other than that, I've sold all my babies so far.
That's awesome. Yeah, I can't. Now I jumped into this new market with the boas. I don't even know what the hell to do. I don't even know what their value is. I don't even know if they're. I was told by like 4 people that they're all hypo, and I got super hypos in there. So the mom proved out to be super hypo, and then one person was like, "No, it's not super hypo. No fucking way." And I'm like, "Great, that just confused me." And I just haven't had a chance to do the YouTube video.
Yeah. I have zero clue about boas, retics. I was over at my buddy Scott Bolter's Brian Cusco was up. He filmed at my house, and then he went to Scott's and did the Uncut Wednesday, his Wednesday Uncut video. He filmed over there, and I was over there. But Scott does retics, and so they were going through all the retics, and I'm like, I have zero clue what any of that means. Like, I couldn't tell you, you know?
Yeah, it's a totally different world, the retics. I mean, those clutches are crazy with the retics that you watch. What's his name do? Where like he's cutting like 50 eggs, and they're all.
You get the big girls; they'll go 50, 60 eggs. It's crazy. These were like 25 to 38 clutches. To me, it's still crazy. You know,
dude, 34. That litter I got, 34. I'm like, that's 6 clutches. That's 6 12 python clutches.
What do I do with this? You know?
Yeah, I'm like.
I mean, you have to have constant rat supply to be able to feed those.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully I do, especially now that I have 9 colonies of ASFs that kick ass, and then I just added another 9. So before you know it, I'll be overloaded with ASFs and filling up the freezer with them because.
Yeah, I'm getting 4 more rat racks, the cement tub style rat racks. So I'm getting 4 more of those 6 high. So I'll be able to do some more rats.
What kind of tubs?
The black cement tubs, like the cement mixing tubs, like everybody uses.
This is a Cali thing. In New York, we call them cement tubs.
Cement tubs.
So you said cement.
Cement.
It's different.
Yeah.
So how long do you wait until you assist feed?
So when my babies come out and they after they shed, I'll put them in their individual tubs. And then I still wait 5-6 days to feed even after that. I let all that yolk go through, you know, everything that they've absorbed. And then I wait. Calm down, Chad. Calm down.
You got his mouth
watering. And so I wait couple weeks at least till I even assist feed. I'll wait 2 or 3 weeks. So it might be up to about a month since they hatch till I'll assist feed.
Yeah, same here. I agree with. I don't feed right away. I put them in once they're isolated. I give them a week to get used to being by themselves, and then I won't assist feed unless the integrity of the snake is falling. Right, so you get those random snakes that they don't absorb all their yolk. Those ones are going to get assist fed earlier than the other. Yeah. But I don't know. I think it's probably around a month as well.
I mean, you have to give them a chance. Some won't do it, and so what? I'll offer 1 week. I'll offer the next week, and then I'll actually skip a week and then offer again. If they don't take it that week, that's when I'll assist feed.
Yeah. Yeah, and then also at assist feeding, the first assist feeding is always a gentle assist.
Yeah.
You know, like I put the hopper, so the hopper's ear is at the back of the snake's mouth. So it's like, because I pretty much get that stuck on the teeth. And then I hope that when it fucking squirms to try to let go of it, then it quits and starts eating.
It realizes, yeah.
And then if it doesn't eat that feeding, then the next feeding is when I break out the fucking big pen. And it's perfect, man. A fucking good old big pen. To once you get the body like halfway, then you use the big pen and you just slide it through and just push it down so you can massage it down into the stomach.
Yeah, I do. I'll do it. I'll put the head in, and I'll actually put my hand over the mouth and kind of tug back on the hopper or the rat pup that I'm giving or crawler, and I'll kind of pull back but I'll make sure the mouth is down, so that way it gets the used to like grabbing onto it. And so
yeah, that makes sense.
And so hopefully they take it then. If they don't, I just use my pinky and I'll just put it down all the way with my pinky.
Yeah. Well, all that cooking, you have no feeling in your hands anymore.
Yeah, there's a few bites here and there, but you know.
I'm waiting to get bit. I know I'm going to get bit by a blood. One of these days, there's going to be a fun story. Of course, the male blood I got is fucking vicious.
Of course.
He's out of his mind. And then Sal Gomez is like, just roll him. So you fucking roll the snake, like literally you roll it, and then the snake kind of like does like a wobble thing, and then turns right at me to fucking bite me. Yeah. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait till you're, 7 feet and 15 pounds.
Yeah, I don't have anything that big. I've been bit by probably a 25. He's about 22 to 2,400 gram male, and he thought my hand was a rat. I mean, he came out biting and wrapped, but that's the worst I've had.
Fuck, he wrapped?
Yeah, he thought he
never had a
legit
wrap.
He was the bottom of my rack, so he smelt all the rats, going. And as soon as I opened the tub, my hand was right there, and he just went for it and actually wrapped my hand, and then he let go. But yeah, I had let me see if I can go. There we go. So I had all the way around here and all the way around here, just the mark, just tore up.
Massive male, 2,400 grams.
Yeah, I sold him after that.
Yeah, you're like, fuck this snake. I hear you there. I don't even know which one it was. It was one of the TSKs. It's either the male or the female. I forgot they were together. And I went to feed, and I'm holding the rat, and I slide the tub open, and I go, oh fuck, they're both the males in there. So I went like that, and then it caught me over here, and like its teeth ripped out into me. So I had like all these fucking teeth in, and that took a month to get out.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a couple on that one from that big boy. He left a few in there.
Little bastards. Got Marino in here. Yeah,
Troy, how you doing?
Troy in the house. I'm waiting for my wife to get bit. She almost got bit the other day. Yeah, I have this like weird habit of, for some reason, that if the snake's not moving, I poke him. So I fucking poked this like, 3,000 gram gravid female, and she struck at my wife, and she jumped back, and she just gave me the fucking stink eye, like you motherfucker, because she's never been bit. She's never been bit by anything.
Oh, she just get bit once.
Yeah, Junior's only been bit by gargoyles. The gargoyles always bite Junior for some reason.
Let them both get bit by a tokay once, and then they'll be good.
Oh shit! She wanted to kill me when the tokay escaped. A 10-inch female tokay escaped. I didn't latch the screen, and it's like a custom screen made with window screen, and the tokay must have just like at like 3 a.m. must have jumped on that screen perfectly. So it popped open, and the fucking tokay was. I have a 12 high 41 quart rack, and she was behind the rack, and the way I was able to get her out was I was petting her with a snake hook, and then she got all fired up, and now she's like attacking the snake hook, and I was able to drag the snake hook out, so she chased after the snake hook. Yeah, and I had leather gloves.
Great video.
You know what? I didn't even want it on video because my fat ass was standing on a desk. I was standing on a Walmart desk trying to catch this fucking thing. And, and my tokays are vicious. Like, I really want a nice one. I got tokay. There's eggs in there right now, so hopefully we get a baby and they take care of the baby and do the right thing.
Yeah, that's one species I'll never own as a tokay.
Dude, my buddy, I got the tokay because my father tells me stories about him in the Philippines. So they call him tuku. That's the name they call it in the Philippines because that's the sound they make. What's going on, Twisted? And so that's why I got him because I was watching Reptiles of the Philippines on like Animal Planet with my father one, and I was like, flying gecko, tokay gecko. And then I went to Petco and I saw tokays and I was like, I'll take them both. And I felt so bad for the guy that grabbed them. He grabbed them barehanded. One of them ran on top of the display. He's trying to catch it on top of the display. He catches it by it latching onto his hand. And then the other one, as soon as he shoved his hand in there, it fucking latched onto his hand. I'm like, fucking love them. They're just so evil, man. Their mouth is like jet black. I don't know. But my buddy that vents next to me, this guy Tyler, he's got a tokay named Chip on my shoulder, and Chip literally lives on his shoulder. Like he sleeps and the gecko's free. This guy vents. White Plains is a crazy expo. Like, pre-COVID, there may be like 7,000 people in there. This guy's got the tokay on his shoulder. He clips a hand towel, and the tokay's trained to shit on the towel. And it's the friendliest thing. I mean, like, you can hold them, and when you hold the gecko's like staring at Tyler, like he just wants to jump back onto Tyler's shoulder. Yeah, so we'll see, man.
You're trying for a Chip Jr., huh?
Something, man. There's like all these tricks that these guys do. Like you put a snow cap on and you put it in your head, and that's supposed to get them used to your sounds, your breathing, your scent. I just don't know how I feel about a gecko shitting on my head. But I mean, I guess it's like the sacrifice is to have a friendly one.
You put a washcloth on underneath.
Put a do-rag under it. Oh yeah, I'll look great with a do-rag. Yeah.
A do-rag with a beanie with a.
Oh, Megan. Hello, Megan.
What's up, Megan?
Megan Wonder Woman Exotics. Yeah, I don't know. I think I have enough species. I think I finally hit the point where I'm like, I need to slow down. Like now we got the bloods and I don't know, man. That male scares me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bitch. It scares me. I'm like, it's so crazy. Even like taking pictures of it. Like you'll never see me post pictures of that snake after that last time, because while I'm taking shots, the thing's trying to fucking kill me, and I'm trying to like position it. And the tokay is so different. I mean, the blood python reminds me of like the boas. Like they're like just instinct with just following your heat. Like their head, like ball pythons won't turn and bite. Yeah. It's always straightforward. Not this fucker. I'm trying to read the chat.
Yeah, I'm good with my ball pythons and house snakes. I'm good with those.
I'm interested in those house snakes. They're pretty cool. I gotta actually see them in person. It's like how the head is like a python head.
Yeah. They're like little pythons.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and then with the geckos are, I don't know. That's a big project too. We just had 2 geckos hatch. We had a gargoyle and a crested hatch. And I'm trying to expand on the gargoyles because the cresteds, I enjoy the cresteds, but it just gets so crazy so fast with the amount of cresteds I produce in a year. But I want it to be more gargoyles than cresteds.
Yeah.
If anything, on more lychees.
Yeah, I was gonna say lychees over everything.
Yeah, but the lychees. So my lychees are nice to an extent. Like they warn you, so they'll headbutt you.
Oh, do they?
It's a big lizard, you know. So and they got these like giant jowls. I don't know. It's. I have the 4 babies that I haven't been able to sex just because they're like absolutely out of their minds. The younger lychees, and it turns into like they jump all over the place and then you're trying to catch them and they're trying to bite you and kill you while you're trying to catch them. And I haven't been able to sex them. The dog's snoring. Are you going to have any of the house snakes? Are you going to have any of those reproducing this year?
I want to. Like I said, I want to get that rack first. So hopefully I'll get that this coming month. And then I will. I have 2 girls that are ready to breed that I can breed. So I'll pair those up and do a couple clutches.
It seems like it's dominantly recessive genes, right? Right now with them?
Yeah. As far as I know, yes.
Yeah, because a lot of that's probably a little bit of a mystery too, right?
Yeah. I have one that's het hypo, het melanistic, het blah, blah, blah. Like I picked it up and I was just like, that's cool. I'll take it. Like it has a little different look to it than the other ones. And like I was telling Cusco, he didn't know. And so we did it. It'll be on the video. But you can blacklight the bellies of those house snakes and they glow like fluorescent orange and purple, and it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's what you were. I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, it was. And he was like, how did you do that? And I was like, well, I was blacklighting a bamboo bell last year. And I was like, well, let me try this snake, this snake, this snake. And I pretty much blacklighted every snake I had, and the house snakes just started glowing. And I was like, that's to me, it was just, I was like, wow, that's amazing. Like, why does it do that? You know, and I haven't found out why they do that yet.
Yeah, that'd be a great snake to have a black light in their display case.
Yeah, you could do it like underneath. It would have to be underneath, but yeah.
Oh, because it's only on the belly.
On the belly, but it glow. I mean, it glows enough where you would see it, like in a display case, you would see it.
And they seem pretty active. At least in that video that I saw.
Yeah, they're squirrely. They get to moving. They'll calm down once they get in your hand and they kind of sit there for a little bit. They'll calm down, but when you first get them out of a tub, their first instinct is to take off.
Do you get bit a lot by them, like Brian was in that video?
No, one male. I bought 3 of the striped Africans this year, and I opened I got them out and I put them in their tubs, and I opened the tubs a few days later just to check them out, and the male just turned and just ripped right into my hand. But other than that, not really. They're all pretty mellow.
Yeah, that fucking hognose I got is vicious. It's so funny, the hognose.
That's awesome to hear, Brian, that she ate.
What'd you send Brian?
Het clown female. Pastel het clown.
That's awesome. That's the greatest message, is when you find out the snakes are doing great.
Yeah. It didn't eat the first time, I think he said he tried one time and it didn't eat. And I was like, just give it a few more days. You know, let it relax and settle in. And so it's good to see.
Yeah, sometimes the trip fucks with them. That's why
I don't.
even.
If I get, like, I've heard both ways. Like, I've heard some people feed right away when they get a snake in. I give it a week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I give it time, kind of like the babies. I give them a time to adjust in their new area and let them relax, and then I feed. So, but that's the way I was taught too. So that's why I do it that way.
Yeah, I'm big into letting them acclimate. I mean, certain species are tougher than others. Like crested geckos actually have acclimation issues, which I didn't believe. I got a free crested gecko, and the guy's like, "Oh, this thing has acclimation issues, and don't breed it, and don't do this." And I'm like, "It's like a beautiful female, great weight, laying duds. Like, why wouldn't you breed it? You know?" And I didn't. I waited. I listened to what he said, and it actually took a while for her to get onto like a consistent feeding schedule. So,
Yeah,
I mean, that's a tall tale.
I kind of miss my cresteds. I sold them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I ended up with about 20, 25 of them. And it was just after doing everything else that I do, and then the snakes, and then I'd look over and go, "Ah, shit, the geckos," and then that was always my last thing. And so I'm like, if that's my last thing, it doesn't need to stress me, So I sold them as a group. Somebody came down from the Bay Area and picked them up. So they're doing good.
Yeah. And how many of those were female?
12, 13.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 3, 4 of them were adults. They were breeder-sized females. But the other ones were just a little smaller, but they were females. I was going to grow them up, but it wasn't right for me. So
yeah, that's what happened with leopard geckos with me. I had leopard geckos. I can't keep one of those things healthy. I don't know why.
I had 7 or 8 of those too. I was going to do the same thing. I just got all into it all at once. And then my niece turned 21, but she had been bugging me about the leopards, how much she liked them and liked the ones I had. So I actually gave her my whole collection for her 21st birthday. I was like,
nice.
Here, you can have them all. So
have fun. Yeah, I think my favorite gecko to work with is the mourning geckos because they're parthenogenic.
Hmm.
So you just put them I put them in big fucking pickle jars, man, and they just reproduce like crazy.
Did you say you just let those run around your room?
No, I have. So my cat keeps on breaking the screen, so they escape.
Oh.
So we have them loose. So I have tubs. Like my tubs have fruit flies in them.
Yeah.
Like clearly, when you feed, you see the fruit flies, But in my house, you'll never see one because there must be like 20 of them just loose. I've never seen one.
I was like, is that a trick? Like maybe I'll just get some and release them in my snake room, to get the fruit flies.
Dude, I'll send you some. It's crazy. It's funny because you randomly find eggs in like random spots. Like you'll just see like 2 eggs sitting there. You're like, oh shit, look, mourning geckos reproducing. And I mean, we have a cat, and the cat doesn't even. We haven't found, knock on wood, we haven't found like a dead gecko, unless he's eating them.
He eats them. I'm sure. I mean, that's just a few bites for them.
Yeah, and they're small, especially the babies.
Yeah.
I'll
drop a rat. And if my cat's in the room, they're on it like instantly.
Oh, I wish. We had an African soffer. I dropped the African soffer in the tub, and the fucker ran all the way to the back and then jumped out in the front. And I tried catching the thing. I couldn't catch it. I ended up swatting it when I tried catching it. And it walked right by my cat. My cat was just like, Fucking dumbass.
My dog
And I
will get
literally,
it. My
I
dog will get
literally,
it too.
no, not mine. Same shit. He looked at it too. There's been a couple incidents where we had to search for rodents, and the dog's no help. The cat is great help if a snake doesn't eat, because he'll discover it. You'll see him. He'll be like by the tub going like that. You know?
You know which snake it is.
Yeah. But I mean, I was trying to get him to eat mice when he was a baby. You know, the cat. So like I'd put a mouse in, I'd put the cat in this like huge like 100-quart tub and put the mouse in with him, and he would just beat the shit out of it. And I'm like, cool, at least he knows how to kill it, you know. That's it. But not one that it wasn't even a big ASF. It was like a small mouse, you know. Just walked right by, like whatever.
Yeah, hell, my cats will get small. They won't go after the mediums, but they'll go after the smalls. If a small gets loose, I mean, they're on them instantly.
Small rat?
Yeah.
Fuck. One day, maybe Naruto will eventually learn. Man, I can't believe you're gonna. So 50 clutches is the goal this year.
Yep.
And then you breed all your food?
I breed enough for the babies and the ones I'm growing up, and then I supplement for the adults.
That makes sense. Because you save a lot of time too with that.
Yeah.
And the little ones, they hurt when you buy them. I know when I was buying rodents, you know, you're like, when you're buying 100 hoppers and it's $50, and you're feeding.
You're like, what the hell? These little bitty things are how much?
Shit. There's a guy down the street from me when I first moved back upstate. Like the first thing I did was I went to this guy's store. That's like in Schenectady, and I'm like, how much? I said, I need hoppers. I need like a lot of them, you know. And he's like, I'm like, how much is a hopper? He's like, mice are $3.25. That's how he talks. I'm like, okay, well, how much is a hopper? He's like,
$3.25.
Pinkies, hoppers, small, medium, large are $3.25. And I was like, well, what if I buy 100 of them a week?
$325.
He's like, I'll knock off 25 cents each. I'm like, oh, now that's a fucking deal for a 3-week-old mouse. Fucking $3 each. I ended up. That was like the hardest part about moving upstate was because it's just sourcing rodents.
Yeah.
You know, we had no choice but to start a facility.
I legit just paid $4.25 for 2 day-old pinky mice for my baby house snakes.
Shit.
So that's part of my not jumping in to breed them yet, because I don't want to breed mice. So I need to find a source for baby mice that aren't going to cost me outrageous amounts of money.
Why don't you want to breed mice? Mice are easy to breed.
I heard they're more of a pain in the ass than rats.
I don't think so. The one thing about the mice is it's very rare I can't catch a rat. You know, when you're like going through bins, like there's moments where I'm like cursing at the mouse because I can't catch like 2 fucking mice in the bin, and it's like minutes go by and I still haven't got it. You know.
Hey JoJo. Yeah, no, it's and maybe if I do, I'll get like those like lab tubs where it's just I can do like 1 or 2 colonies, you know, so I'm not doing a bunch.
Yeah, it's cool. You know what I learned about the mice, that if you're building colonies, you don't put the male in until the females are mature. And if you do that, then you get like these crazy litters. I mean, we literally I do those bins, 1 male to 10 females, and sometimes there'll be like hundreds of babies in the bin. You know, as a hog nose, I'm assist feeding 2-day-old mice for him.
Yeah.
So
I'll be right back. 1 second.
Yeah. We got Joe, Yvonne. So what's going on, everybody? Out in YouTube land. So 11 people in. I'm going to talk about it again while Jerome is gone. There's a little boy named Lucian. His father's company is Rodriguez Reptiles, and Lucian is currently battling cancer. He's got a big surgery coming up, and hopefully between chemo and radiation, he will go into remission. But the family needs help financially. They're at the bottom of the barrel scraping. Then they breed lizards and chameleons and snakes, and something happened with the incubator. I think the little guy got in and pulled on some probes, and unfortunately, on top of this nightmare, having an ill child, they lost everything in their incubator. So now they're at a point where they're selling their animals to just get by, because even when it comes to just having gas money going to bring the kid for treatments, they're lacking. So the 28th, another live stream. We got a bunch of stuff. It's going to be different this time with the live stream. We're going to do a silent auction. So I don't know if we're going to put it on either my page or someone else's page, but we're going to put the high ticket items on that, and then do like a time limit. We'll do like certain ones will end at certain times, and then we'll push to try to produce as much funds as we can for this family. There is a GoFundMe, and they do have PayPal, which, GoFundMe is just like YouTube. They take a big percentage. So hopefully everybody comes and hangs out. Jerome, of course, if you want to jump in, it's always a pleasure. And hopefully we can raise some money. I'm going to post pictures. I just got pictures of the little man. Tough. I mean, he's got the tube for feeding in his nose, and unfortunately he lost all of his hair, and I mean, I'm sure he's great spirited, but 3 years old, it's heartbreaking. So when I was asked if I was interested into hosting a live stream, I couldn't say no. So it is happening next Friday, 8 p.m. Is there any way you can send money? So, Yvonne, I would contact, it's Rodriguez_reptiles. If you did want to send money now, I'm sure that you can just PayPal to them. I know that there was a fundraiser that was done, and the funds that they got from the fundraiser were sent to them, and they were just like so grateful, just because it covered gas. It covered gas for all the appointments that week. So they're struggling that much, and that's tough. I
mean, a lot of times with those situations, like one parent, if they were both working, one parent quit what's working, or you know what I'm saying? So it's like funds aren't there that would normally be there, and then you're worried about hospital bills, rent, PG&E, like you said, gas. Just everything kind of snowballs in these types of situations, and it's sad. Anything anybody can do to help out.
Yeah, no one. It's hard to ask for help.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't, if something like that happened to me, I wouldn't ask for help. It just, you know, you would just try to figure it out, but it just stubbornness and pride and whatnot, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it'll be cool to raise money. I also think, he sent me a list of all the stuff that the kid's interested. I think it'd be cool sending them shit too, you know? So maybe do like, figure something out where we can put together some goodies for little man.
Yeah, let me know that list. Maybe we can do like a little goodie basket or something and get it to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see something.
Because I could always send it like via Amazon to you or something, and then we could just send like a big basket, you know, from there.
Oh, yeah, so that's Lucian. Little guy. Yeah, so I mean, I look forward to it. I hope lightning strikes again and the live stream helps out another family. The you know, we all of us working together, we were really able to help out Dennis with Busy Balls.
Yeah.
So actually, Dennis, the snake that he won from Troy, he decided to part ways with it, and he's like, he messaged me as soon as he saw the video about this, and was like, that pied's going on that fundraiser for him. So, and then I have like a couple snakes that are that were given away during those live streams, and then they were never collected. They were kind of like, you know what? I don't have any plans in my collection for that. Why don't you save it for the next live stream? So I know I have a Super Enchi, and I forgot what the other one is, but they got a lot of cool stuff already, which is, it's cool because there's like different animals than I'm used to. So there's like I'm pretty sure there's a Euromassix. Where is it?
Yeah, that's something that's not normally in a giveaway, you know, situation.
Yeah, and the Euros are really, they're on a comeback. I noticed that in Arlington. A lot of Euromassix in Arlington. I think it's just because they don't get as big as like beardeds, because they're like so simple to beardeds, you know. No way, Joe didn't get her Super Cine. That sucks. What's going on? 808 balls, 808 ball pythons. Yeah, so I look forward to it. I hope that we can help the burden. They did a live stream. So they did a live stream about the good news that so let me find, hold on one second. So he has a stage 4 Ewing sarcoma. But they're pretty confident that with the surgery, he can easily go and he should successfully go into remission.
Wow.
Yeah. So
he could be in stage 4, huh?
Yeah. I mean, stage 4, usually stage 4 is kind of scary.
Yeah, that's what I was, as soon as you said that, I was like, oh man. But if that's great news though. If they think after the surgery it'll go remission.
Yeah, I mean the issue, the one worry is that it's on his spine. It's right next to his spine.
Yeah.
So the surgery is going to be kind of scary because there's
A lot of nerves and a lot of issues you can do.
yeah, like, and I guess his legs are at risk. So I mean, I just want to like send the kid a bunch of stuffed animals. You know, like we went through it. My nephew, I consider him a nephew. My best friend growing up, Nicole. She had a pair of twins with my other friend Ray, and Ray started talking like jargon one night, and the kid's like 8 years old, and he started talking like a baby, and come to find out he had brain cancer, and last year we lost Ray, or 2 years. Well, now it's over a year. 10 years old. He fought 2 years. The fucking kid fought, and unfortunately lost his battle. So it's tough. It's tough thinking about kids. It was tough seeing my son, my son go through losing a friend. On top of Rob, he lost his twin brother.
Yeah.
To fucking cancer. So I hope everything works out, and I hope that we can make it nice for the family. Even if the money gives them a 3-month grace period of
Whatever.
just
it'll help them. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Buz's a cute little guy. We miss little ones over here. Thankfully, my next door neighbor has a small child, so I can actually little stupid things like the little kids giggles and all that shit.
Yeah.
There's something about a little baby giggle. So he's a happy little dude next door. He likes torturing their massive dog, and you can hear the kid fucking just laughing his ass off all day. But yeah, it should be interesting. And then I'm there's going to be another live stream to raise money that I was asked from my buddy Richie Fish from A&R Geckos, a great friend of his that he's been friends with since they were younger. Their son, I think, walked on an IED or drove over an IED. Yeah. So it's Anthony Goodies. He's a U.S. Air Force senior airman, and I got to read the whole story. They have a GoFundMe and they have all that. But the guy got injured pretty badly. So, funds for everything is tough. So Richie contacted me today and said, hey, I got a lychee. So he's donating a lychee, a pure Anna lychee for the fundraiser next week. And he said, well, can you help me out with this to help this guy out? So I think we're going to do a fundraiser on, I'm actually going to do a live stream on Instagram, which I haven't done in forever. I think it'll be pretty cool, especially with now that you can have 4 people on.
Yeah. Changes it.
Yeah, it does. It does a lot. I mean, it's nice too because you can read the words. You do it through your phone. That's the one flaw about doing the YouTube on the cell phone.
You get to see me leaning it out all the time, so I can read the chats.
Yeah, I got the fucking big laptop and I have my glasses on, so I'm like reading, catching up. what clutches are due net in the next week?
To hatch or to be laid?
We'll start with hatch.
Hatch. I have a GHI pastel hypo to a Mojave het hypo.
Nice.
And then what's the other one? The other one is a leopard clutch, leopard pastel yellow belly to a, what was that? So I want to say to like a, what did that? What did I put it to? Might be the Cine Spectre. Cine Hidden Gene Wellness Spectre.
Oh, nice.
So
I have. I'm waiting. We'll see if she drops eggs for me this year. I paired her up. I have a leopard lesser pastel as well. It's such a sharp snake.
yeah,
And they're really popular. Like it seems like so many people were producing them a couple of years ago when I got mine. But it held up, color wise. Like it's not as like detailed as it was when it was a hatchling, obviously, but some ball pythons kind of go to shit when they get old, in
like 6 months they change and they never look good again.
Like everything, color tone, pattern, it just seems like the pattern kind of, as it grows into its pattern, it grows opposite of what you want.
Yeah. That's why I like the hypo and everything. It helps it.
Oh yeah, I love hypo.
The Desert Ghost is going to just help everything, So it's, for me, I see hypo going into probably 85% of my stuff before I'm done. 85 to 90%. I'll have hypo and hypo DG, just double recessives in my stuff. So
I have a. That's the one female I have is it's a hypo, it's a double het hypo DG female.
Nice.
That I got from MH Pythons. One of the few females he produced last year.
Well, we'll see if I make a male of that, and then we can work something.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing too. I'm like, what am I? I bred the Banana Desert Ghost hepide to a pastel pied 100% het orange ghost. So if I do hit a male, it's tempting to put it to that,
Oh yeah. Oh, it's real tempting. Yeah, that'd be real tempting. No, clutch lane. I have Spot Notes HRA het clown to a leopard clown coming up, cut next couple weeks. Banana clown to a killer clown.
Nice.
Pinstripe. What's my pinstripe? Oh, my super web. It's the web gene. Not a lot of people work with it, but I have a super form with fire. So it's a super web fire to a pinstripe. So we'll see what that does. So I don't know. I haven't seen it. We'll see what happens.
So I guess you follow. Do you follow Camo Constrictors?
Camo, yeah.
Yeah, he has a lot of web.
Oh, he does? Okay. Yeah, I got mine from Morgan Hill Morphs right up near me over here, Gilroy area, South Bay. And then I have a banana leopard. No, what is that one? Leopard yellow belly pastel to a pastel coming. So, and then the Desert Ghost clutch, hopefully in this coming week.
I bet you're excited about breeding. Last year, did you breed any visual to visual or recessives and get like all visual clutch?
Last year, hypo, and then I did a lot of I was doing super GHIs and stuff like that, but not recessive wise, So yeah, I did a hypo where it was all hypo last year, hypo to hypo, but it wasn't multi-gene either. It was like a pastel hypo to a hypo. So I was
Yeah.
getting hypos or pastel hypos.
Hypos.
You know,
Yeah.
so this year's exciting. She already laid, but I have a Mocha Arroyo, which I believe is a Rio, to a Bongo Pastel. I just want to see what it does. I've talked to a bunch of people that work with both, and nobody can tell me that they've done it. So I want to see what happens.
Really?
It could be something crazy. It could be just another snake, you know, but at least there's something there that I know other people haven't done. So
Yeah, Castro's Constrictors is into the Arroyo and Rios.
yeah, I
He's
got
got
mine.
quite a few.
I got mine from Freedom Breeder. You know, it's right up the road. They used to do their auctions, and I got it as a Mocha Arroyo, and I actually put that to a normal last year, and it was 12 babies, and they were all Arroyos.
Oh shit!
So it has to be a Rio, or I just had the craziest odds ever.
Fucking 12 eggs. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would.
Yeah, so I have 2 normals and 2 pinstripes at all 4 of them. They're all 3,500 plus, and they all lay 12 eggs plus.
I've never hit 12 eggs yet.
And so the one girl, she retained, so she laid 12, and then she had retained 2 eggs. Like 10 days later, she laid one, and then like 4 days later, she laid another one. So I didn't have to worry about like trying to figure out how to get them out. She laid them, but they were bad, but she laid them. So that would have been 14 eggs.
Fuck, that's a lot of eggs. I hope I break my goal, my record, because 11 eggs is a lot.
11's solid. 11's
Yeah.
good. So my first 3 clutches this year was 12 to 12.
Really?
Yeah. And the 2 was a het pied to a pied, and the two that made it were both pied. So I got lucky. Yeah.
Hell yeah, you did.
So who has Rad's Pythons has that male now, so
Yeah. I got my first slugs this year. Oof. I hate that. I hate slugs is I got one female that every year she slugged out, and then she got bit by a rat, and her mouth got beat up. So I did a cycle of antibiotics for her, and I'm like, fuck, she's gonna have 3 years rest. But
yeah, I was doing good last year, and then Antoine came up and did the facility tour and was talking to me, doing the interview and whatnot. We were talking, and he was like, you know, have you had any slug all the way out? And I was like, no, you know, I had a couple slugs in this one and a slug in this one, and blah, blah, blah. And 3 days later, the girl that I was telling him about slugged out.
oh shit.
So I warn everybody, don't let them ask you that question, because then your girl's gonna slug out after that.
Yeah.
It's that voodoo. He turned Andrew's female into males, and made my girl slug out.
It's ridiculous. How's he doing after having a heart attack?
He says he's good. He's live right now. He's with Connected by Creatures, Zach Nava and Bradley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's live doing over there, and he says he's good. I talked to him, you know. So I think it was more stress related than it was health and that sort of thing. You know, I think it was just more he's pushing. But
yeah, it's nerve-wracking, especially this time of the year.
Yeah. Well, you know, and like he said, the doctor said there's no blockages, there's no nothing, you know, so it had to be something other than, you know, that. So I'm going with stress.
Yeah. Yeah, I sent him a message. I actually had a heart attack when I was 26.
Shit.
I don't even know. I had no idea. I went for an EKG and they were like, the doctor came in all fucking serious. Was like, Mr. DeLeon, you had suffered a heart attack. And I like looked at him and I'm like,
Yeah, you're funny.
I fucking feel fine right now. He's like, you need to go to the ER. I was like, all right, cool. I'll head over there now. The fucking doctor like stopped me in my tracks and was like, if you get behind a vehicle, I'm calling 911 on you. And you're going to have to take an ambulance. I'm like, I'm not taking a I'm like, who's paying for the ambulance?
Yeah.
Like,
You footing the bill, Doc?
yeah. He's like, no, you are. So luckily I was able to get a fucking ride over there. And the doctor was like, there's scar tissue there. There was scar tissue on one of the quadrants, but they were like, if 10 doctors looked at it, only 2 of them will say that that I had a heart attack. A fib all the time. Fuck. Yeah, I don't.
That's hardcore right there.
Yeah. Well, Joe is gangster. Joe will fight someone. Yeah, I'm hurting for clutches, man. I gotta say, but all you guys in our fucking chat are killing me. You are.
Troy's killing it this year.
Oh my God, Troy! You and Troy. It seems like you guys just keep on posting fucking clutches every day. I'm trying
to catch him, but I'll post one and he'll post 2. I'm like, shit.
I know, and I have 2 clutches in the incubator, and they're both due in less than a month. And I'm like,
that's the hardest thing. Like the ones that just laid today, I'm like, why can't it be 55 days from today? I want to see what's in those. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are one of my clutches. I want to see what's in the eggs. So it's only 5. I was hoping for more.
I really want to see these. I love female bananas. I have 2 of them, and I just can't have enough of those. And if I hit female banana pies, het desert ghosts, that's gonna be really exciting.
Yeah.
Especially since it's funny because I never liked pies. I never did, and then I got a pied buying 2 snakes. I bought a pastel orange ghost, and the guy's like, I got a pied male. I'll throw it in for $200. And this is like 4 or 5 years ago. So it was like $200 was a steal. Male pies were going for $500 still.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden that just like kind of just started everything up, and then that's when I started liking pied. I was always a clown guy, clown hypo.
See, I wasn't a clown person, and I happened to have a 1, 2, 3. I think it was 3 adults just kind of land in my lap for great prices, and I was like, well, shit. Now I got to get a male clown or a male het clown or something. So I ended up getting a pastel clown. That's the one that bit my hand and wrapped it, and I got rid of him because I had pastel clown, killer clown. Like I was all like, that's all I was gonna make, So I was like, I don't need him anyway. So I ended up getting a banana clown and a pinstripe clown male. So
nice. Oh, that must look good. Does it have spots?
What's the banana?
The banana pinstripe clown.
Oh, it's just banana. It's 2 different. One's banana, one's pinstripe. Yeah.
I was gonna say because I got a female banana pin that has like 2 spots.
Nice.
Yeah, it's such a clean looking snake. It's amazing what pinstripe does with certain morphs.
I like pinstripe a lot. People bag on pinstripe. And I like pinstripe myself.
I'm over pinstripe. I'm ready to sell. I have so much pinstripe in my collection. I'm just.
I have a good amount, but Inchy's mine that I think Inchy should be in there. Inchy and Hypo should be in everything.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and Entry Hypo as a combination is fucking ridiculous. Because the Entry kind of gives you that like aquatic algae color, and then the Hypo kind of like blends it out.
Yeah.
I have an Entry Orange Ghost and I have an Entry Disco Orange Ghost. Both females. And the Entry Disco Orange Ghost we bred to Junior's Pastel Clown. So we'll go for double hets. And then we'll see next year. Next year, I'd like to breed the pastel. Well, hopefully I'll have a pastel clown by then. We'll see. I got another lock today with what the fuck is it? I forgot. What the fuck was the lock? I'm looking at the tub too right now, and I can't remember what fucking snake was in it.
That's what's great about being in here. I can just look around and be like, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, what was? Oh, I got a lock from my clown het orange ghost to my orange ghost het clown.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, and then we got the pastel clown het hypo to the pastel spot nose clown het hypo, and I'm dying for that clutch because if she takes, which she should, that'll be my first all clown clutch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So and then that kind of that boosts the odds because then 25% of them will be hypo. So
if the odds gods are in your favor.
Yeah, but then that's when the sex gods will fucking screw me.
Yeah, I have a super Inchy orange ghost female. She is bright.
Oh yeah, Super Enchi is one of my favorite, dominants to have.
Yeah, yeah. I'm putting my cinnamon hypo to her.
Oh, nice. Yeah, cinnamon looks good with hypo. All faded out and brings in oranges and blues.
That orange that it brings in is ridiculous.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and it's cool because it's like it's bluer on the sides and then it's orange around the top.
Yeah, when we're done with this, I'll find that picture of that GHI cinnamon hypo. That thing is that's why I'm like I'm making those. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm waiting on a GHI clutch. My male died. Perfectly healthy fucking snake. GHI chocolate possible head hypo. And I bred it to a pastel yellow belly. And she should be laying soon. I can't wait for that clutch. I can't. GHI is definitely such a crazy morph.
For me it goes hypo and then GHI.
Really?
Yeah.
So I think it's clown for me. Clown, hypo, pied. I like hypo. I feel like hypo is like salt and pepper, I just want it in everything.
Yeah.
And I do. I mean, I have the clown hypo project, the pied hypo. Like that's another animal I need to. I'm going for the Hail Mary. The pastel pied het orange ghost possible het albino male that I produced last year. I put back to mom's pastel orange ghost het pied.
Nice.
He's small. He's 350 grams. He's tiny.
He's producing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh yeah. That's what happened was I popped them just because it's just a habit of mine to pop snakes. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah. I'm like, fucking grab that shit with my thumb and we'll carry one to the other tub. Did the Billy White. Yeah, and threw him in. And he was what the fuck's the word? Where they kind of like are cuddly. Courting. Yeah, he was. I couldn't tell because the tails were both hidden, but it's funny when you put a tiny male in with a large female because they kind of just like are like an ornament on the tail of the snake. So I've caught it, and she's bull wrapping, and she has follicles, she's building, and they're not hard. They feel soft, the follicles. But without a sonogram, I'll have no fucking idea, or ultrasound. That's the next investment is an ultrasound. I'm giving in, but I am, man.
I feel like you have to have enough females to do that, though.
Yeah.
I think some people do it where it's way too early and they have, just a couple. I have 78 breeder females, so for me, I think it's a good time to have one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean this year I'll have 50 that are ready. 50 females.
Nice.
And I don't have a lot of males. So I don't want to exhaust them. Next year I'll be in a better situation with male snakes. Because I'll have I held back 5 really heavy hitting males last year.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, because I need to start getting Orange Dream into everything. Orange Dream,
I just had a chocolate Orange Dream male. He just got up to size and started producing, so I was like, sweet. So I'm putting him in some of my later locks for this season. I just threw him in one right now. I have him with a pewter leopard calico Mojave. I threw the chocolate Orange Dream in there. So
I gotta see what that snake looks like. I bet it's bright. Is it really bright?
The chocolate OD?
Yeah.
Or the other one. The chocolate OD, it's not real bright, but you can tell it's not just chocolate. There's definitely the orange going up the sides.
Yeah, the orange, and then I'm assuming the dorsal is probably really bold.
Yeah, I'll send you a pic. They're locked in right now. When I pull them, I'll send you a picture.
Finally, 20. Yeah, I want to one day. Yeah, Haley broke both arms. I can't believe that poor kid broke 2 arms. Holy fuck. I caught a little bit of her live in the poor girl with both casts. I'm like, knock on wood, I've never worn a cast.
What type?
Yeah, what'd you break?
Broke my left arm playing football.
Oh, fuck.
Everything I injured pretty much was football.
What are you doing over here? Can't believe it. My dog's sitting next to me. It's weird.
Behaving?
Yeah.
Hey, Chino. I'm gonna have to jump off. I gotta go do dinner. So.
Yeah, that's right. It's getting late. It's almost 8 o'clock over there.
Yep. But
Man,
thank you for having me on again, sir.
No, thank you for stepping to the plate and hanging out. I appreciate it.
No problem.
I'm ready to quit too. I am so fucking tired from doing all the pool and garden shit this week.
Yeah, you were busting your ass, and you weren't feeling that great either.
No, knock on wood, today was the first day that I didn't need my inhaler. I was having like crazy respiratory issues. I don't know. Hopefully, I don't have to deal with that shit till next year.
There you go.
But at least my pool's is the only problem is my pool's 58 degrees. Like I wanted to jump into it, and
Do it.
well, I wasn't gonna, and then I said to Jenny if she could swim to one side to the other, then I would jump in. So she did, and then she insisted on calling me a chicken shit over and over again until I did it. And that was before we knew the temp. And then when I found the thermometer, put it in, I'm like, holy fuck, it's 58 degrees. No wonder why I jumped in. I ran out like a little chicken. It was true. She was right.
I mean, kids will turn purple in water, and they're still having a blast, you know.
Oh, she got mad at me because I wouldn't let her back in. But yeah, man, I appreciate it. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Fucking thanks again. Arlington was fucking fun.
It was a blast.
And Junior loves his No Limit shirt. I had to yell at him because he wore it for like 3 days in a row. Because he's a dirty preteen. But, yeah, I'm talking about you, punk. Just, I heard that. He's probably still wearing it. Fucking weird kid. Oh no, he's wearing his Python shed. Well, thanks again, and
thanks everybody that was in the chat too.
Hell yeah! Thank you, my peoples. I still haven't worn it. What a shame! You still haven't worn it. See?
She just wears Max's hoodie. That's it. All right, I'm gonna jump off.
All right, brother.
See you guys.
Peace out.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, that was fun. Always awesome having Jerome around, and the dude is like so. That personality is the same exact personality you meet in person, which is absolutely awesome. We had a lot of fun out there, and Jerome's just a big-hearted dude, man. You know, he was so nice to me and my family out there. So yeah, it was great having him back on. I don't know why my fucking camera's blurry, but it's blurry. And just like I said, mark that calendar next week, guys. The 28th, we'll be doing a fundraiser for Lucian. Hope you guys can make it. If you guys got anything you want to donate, please let me know. And just as I said, if you want to contact the family, it is Rodriguez_reptiles. Why are you looking over my shoulder, dude?
Because it's almost done. So
he's creeping me out. He's just like over here, just looking over my shoulder. Only 2 hours. You know what? We've been doing them short. I am so exhausted. I'm tired. I haven't caught up on my sleep. Haven't caught up on work. It's already Friday. It's already almost rodent cleaning day. I can't wait to be able to jump in my pool because this thing's a freaking beast, and it's a huge upgrade from my 30-inch tall Intex pool that we've been using for the last 12 years. So you all have a great night. Thanks again, everybody. And I'll catch you later. Peace.